NBA. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Star pair of Levine and DeRozan are your wingmen. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. And it's Taylor in at the point. And for Toronto, Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And as we're into the middle of the season now, GA, how much of a rhythm are teams in for their day-to-day activity?
I mean, most teams should have found their flow by now, and they know their rotations. The guys are in the groove of the season. I mean, that's not the case for every team, unfortunately.
Looking at his numbers, DeRozan has added playmaking to his skill set. Impressive for a wing.
Siakam lays it up off the glass.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's Taylor. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
We talk about Williams' physical abilities, but right there, you see the awareness and willingness to be unselfish.
It's stolen by Taylor. Going inside, hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Taylor's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Taylor's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And checking out Chicago, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Now here's Schroeder. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Anunoby. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the game. Smitty, we know the list of players from Cameroon is short, but very talented.
Yes, it is, Kevin. Pascal Siakam, one of the few players out of Cameroon. Another one, Joel Embiid. That's a lot of talent.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. To the inside, Levine drops in the layup for 2.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
It's stolen by Taylor. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. On the wing, Levine. Back to Taylor. DeRozan passes to Taylor. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Inside, here's Siakam. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Taylor. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Pirtle. And Flynn subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
Now here's Barnes. He had 25 points last game. Great D that time from Vucevic.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Shots good by Williams.
2 minutes. Patrick Williams.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Flynn kicks to Barnes. Back to Flynn. The pass to Anunoby. There's Siakam. He's guarded by Williams. They need this. Siakam's shot is off.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And Levine with the slam.
This is what we've come to expect from Zach LaVine. Poetry in air.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Porter's checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Bulls, Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Alex Caruso comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's White in for Levine.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes it to Achua. Back to Anunoby. White with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Taylor. He's got 11. Here's Drummond, and it's good. 2 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. He gets it in there. And that's 13 points for the natural.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Driving the lane, Flynn, and DeRozan sends it back.
Good effort on D from DeRozan. He deserves more credit for his work on the defensive end.
Good on the shot. Taylor's got 15.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Oh, he made it!
He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
Wow.
Your Raptors.
Whoa, that's some range right there, guys. The prayer is answered.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace in transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Ball. Levine is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Vucevic, and it's Taylor in at the 2. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against Cleveland was phenomenal. He dropped in 36 points, and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Young outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Stolen by Levine. And he lobs it up. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Raptors ball.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. And you look at the natural, second in the league, having an excellent season.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Levine against Barnes. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Levine. Back to Taylor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Coloco's checked in. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Young. Williams is checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Flynn. Scoreless thus far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Taylor, and he gets the bucket.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Schroeder against Taylor. And it's Schroeder missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Taylor's shot good.
Taylor.
Sharing the wealth. Zach LaVine sees someone with a better shot and moves the ball.
So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Barnes can't get it to go.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Assisted
They
by
just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Hey, Steve, looking at Zach LaVine now. Still a very impressive score.
He's just so consistent, Kevin. Capable of connecting from anywhere on the floor. He's really put in the work to be a lights-out scorer.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Porter comes in for Barnes. And Anunoby subbed in for Flynn. Then for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Vucevic. And it's White in for Lonzo Ball. Here's White. That one wide left. And it's Porter with the ball for the Raptors. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Now here's Taylor, following the miss by Pascal Siakam, and finished off by DeRozan.
Check out Kobe White dropping a dime to the wide open man. What a pass.
54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Siakam passes to Schroeder, and a wide open look for Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Porter's got himself on the board with 3 there. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Taylor. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Porter, up and in from the low block. Porter's got 5 now.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
And Taylor with the stuff.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Here's Schroeder. The Raptors rebound, and a wide open look for Siakam. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
A shot that Siakam continues to hone. Needs to keep taking and making threes.
Here's Taylor. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Big men on the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Barnes and at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
Here's Siakam. Poked away. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Taylor. Baseline try. And it's Schroeder missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Pirtle sends it back. Vucevic with the bucket.
Great positioning by Vucevic. Hustle points for the big man.
Toronto shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Now, here's Anunoby. Still scoreless. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Spinning, here we are. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. Taylor's shot, good.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Barnes against White. Barnes down low. He's got 6. Makes it off the glass. Barnes has got 8 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Down low. Here's Anunoby. Achua, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here is Taylor. He has 35. Shoots the 3. Off target. And so it's Chicago rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Torrey Craig. White is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Terry. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Substitution on
Bulls
the
with
court.
some changes.
Shooting for
Vucevic,
Chicago.
he's checked in for
Javon
Carter comes in for Terry.
At the line
And Taylor
for
subbed in for Dosunmu.
One shot.
That's good from Carter. Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guards?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Peyton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Taylor. Now here's Taylor, the fast break opportunity. Siakam pulls it in. And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Daniels is checked in for Purdy. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Boucher. And Flynn subbed in for Scotty Barnes. And Chicago also making a switch. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Torrey Craig. Here's Flynn. There's the feed to McDaniels. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Bulls. To the paint. And Taylor with the stuff.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Schroeder against Carter. To the left side wing. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded closer. Such a wide open look.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Taylor against Flynn. Right side Taylor. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Taylor's got 39.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And it's Taylor finishing it off.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Natural.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Here's Flynn. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Sinks that one from the post.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Taylor taking his time here. The shot. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Chris Boucher is checked in for Thaddeus
Now
Young.
into the lineup for your Raptors, Chris Boucher.
Flynn the pass to Boucher. Raptors moving the ball around. Flynn misses. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Boucher defending. Here's Taylor. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. 45 points for the natural.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now Flynn. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.